Well, the first thing I want to talk about today is the fact that next Saturday, the 15th of April, we're going to have a Passover meal here in the church at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'd love to have you come. There's a sign-up sheet out in the lobby and with a sheet of paper that tells you what each family needs to bring. As a matter of fact, and I think we're going to start cooking the lamb when? Friday? Yeah, next 4 in the morning on Friday, or actually Saturday morning, right? So that'll be cooked here. So we'll be having an authentic Passover meal. Isn't that exciting? Wow. Diane Conrad, our little gal back there with her hands up in the air on the computer, she's updating our directory. Church directory, yeah. And if you'd like your picture in it, she can take your picture with her camera. But please consider putting that information in there so that we can keep track of, and if we need to get a hold of you for some reason, we've got the capability to do that. Again, our fellowship dinner, which we have once a month, will happen on the 7th of May, so it's 2 or 3 weeks away. We have a women's Bible study on Monday nights. It's taught by Sue Duncan, Pastor Don's wife, and it starts at 7 p.m., and I believe they have it here in the sanctuary, correct? Yes. And from what I understand, it's fantastic. And Wednesdays, we have a Bible study at 7, and I teach the Bible study at 7, and we're in the book of 1 Corinthians, and this week we're going to be in Corinthians 15. And if you don't know, Corinthians 15 is one of the very few areas where the rapture of the church is addressed. And we'll be going over that, and that's kind of exciting, especially what's going on in the world today. You know, another thing I wanted to just touch on briefly is that in the book of Isaiah, there's a lot of prophecies, and a lot of them, some of them are unfilled. And in Isaiah 17, it says that Damascus will become a ruinous heap. Now, based on what just happened this past week, where we dropped those 58 missiles in Syria, you don't know what's going to happen, but it's kind of exciting when you think about it, because we're kind of going in that direction. So certainly, last but not least, we have a children's ministry, and it takes care of the kids during our service, and I can't think of anything else. You think something?
They're dismissed.
The children are dismissed? I don't see any kids in here. Oh, yes, I do. So anyway, there's one of them right there. Okay, so with all that, we'll give it over to Pastor Gary.
I have one more announcement I want to make. If you didn't know this, that Tuesday, April the 11th, is a special election, and I encourage each and every one of you to get out there and vote if you're a registered voter. If you'll know, the 4th Congressional District, that's our representative here in Wichita. Mike Pompeo was appointed as director of the CIA, and we are voting this week to replace him. I'm not endorsing any candidate, but I just want to give you a little bit of information about each one of the candidates. If you support government-funded abortion, and you support women's right to choose, let me finish that sentence, women's right to choose to murder their baby, then there's a candidate for you. His name is James Thompson. If you support those issues, you need to go ahead and vote for James Thompson. However, if your conscience tells you otherwise, the other candidate's name is Ron Estes, and he supports the right to life, and he does not support government-funded abortion. I just encourage you to get out there and vote your conscience. And all of you to stand up and let's start out with a word of prayer.